Let him drive. Let him drive. Somebody keep.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Melissa Jefferson, also known as Lizzo, is in big trouble. We know that Lizzo has been a champion and a voice for oversized women for a long time now. I believe that she's a very talented singer. She's very emotional. She really does it for the big women. You know, she has them on stage dancing. She shows up to events, oversized with all kinds of scantily clad clothes on. There's a lawsuit now being alleged against Lizzo from some of her dancers. But before we get off into that, let's listen to what Lizzo had to say about being fat shamed and how she felt about society fat shaming women that look like her. Let's listen and then we'll come right back.
Sometimes I feel like the world just don't love me back. But a lot of people don't like me because of the way I look. And I'm like, it's fat phobic, and it's racist, and it's hurtful. I'm doing this shit for the big black women in the future who just want to live their lives without being scrutinized or put into boxes.
I wake up and we dance and we do cardio together, and I go to the gym and I do strength training, and I'm a vegan and I fucking eat kale. I got stamina, bitch, energy, bitch. So why the fuck does my body have anything to do with what the fuck you doing? So I do this for all the people, like big black girls. Hell yeah, big black girls with back fat, bellies that hang, long titties, fat arms, all the shit I got. Thighs that touch and rub and chafe and start fires, double chins. I do this for all of us, but I also do this for people who are constantly getting criticized. Like, look around.
So as you can see, Lizzo is very serious about her craft and what she does and trying to put big women on the map. But there's some chinks in the armor. Her ship is now leaking oil. And there are women now that are alleging some very serious allegations against Lizzo. This young lady, Ariana Davis, and Crystal Williams. They have something to say now in a suit that's filed against Lizzo. Let's watch that and then we'll come right back.
Well, some stunning allegations against singer Lizzo, why some of her backup dancers are suing. Now, Lizzo is known as a champion for various causes, and one of them is uplifting women who are overweight.
Well, 3 dancers on her reality show are now suing Lizzo for harassment, weight shaming, and more. KCAL's Jeff Nguyen spoke with 2 of them and their attorney.
I'm so new to this industry, and for this to be my first experience is really crazy.
Ariana Davis and Crystal Williams were both on Lizzo's Amazon Prime show.
Watch out for the big girls.
The pair also went on tour with a Grammy Award-winning artist whose real name is Melissa Jefferson. Davis says she was pressured to attend sex shows in Europe even though it was against her religious beliefs.
To be honest, this was a corporate office and she was doing exactly the same thing that she was doing on tour, immediately that would be so many HR violations.
On Tuesday, the dancers and their lawyer filed a lawsuit against Lizzo, the star's production company, and Shirlene Quigley, who's the captain of Lizzo's dance team. Quigley posted to Instagram the same day the suit was filed, but did not reference it directly.
And I just feel so blessed. I feel so thankful. I feel so full of joy. I had such an amazing time on tour.
The dancers say they were subjected to a hostile work environment that included weight shaming and unequal pay. Williams says she's speaking out because Lizzo is set to do a second season of her Amazon Prime show.
So if there's anything that I can do in my power to ensure that dancers or singers or whoever decides to work with her don't have to go through that same experience, I'm going to do that.
The pair says they were eventually fired from Lizzo's tour.
Nobody speaks up because they're so scared for their jobs. I was terrified for my job.
We reached out to Lizzo's legal team, which told us it had no comment on the lawsuit, which is claiming damages but doesn't list any amount. In downtown Los Angeles, Jeff Nguyen, KCAL News.
You know, these are some very serious allegations. And in it, the dancers, Ariana Davis, Crystal Williams, and Noel Rodriguez alleged that they were pressured by Lizzo into touching nude performers while at a club in Amsterdam and were forced to endure weight shaming. The irony in that. The dancers claim in their complaint that at a club called Bandana Bar, where attendees can interact with the nude performers, Lizzo began inviting cast members to take turns touching the nude performers, catching dildos launched from the performers' vaginas, and eating bananas protruding from the performers' vaginas. Wow. The one question that I have, one of the young ladies said that it went against her religious belief. She knows that Lizzo is a very polarizing person and she's very sexually explicit. If this stuff went against your religious belief, why even be there in the first place? Lizzo doesn't hide what she's about. You're over in Amsterdam when anything goes. And they're saying that they're having dildos protrude and shoot from vaginas. Why not just walk out and leave? I mean, it's crazy, but it gets even crazier. The allegations gets even steeper, and it's making it hard for Lizzo to deny this because now a former director for Lizzo that was working with her in 2019 chimed in, and she had something to say. Let's check this out. I usually do not comment on anything pop culture related, but in 2019 I traveled a bit with Lizzo to be the director of her documentary. I walked away after about 2 weeks. I was treated with such disrespect by her. I witnessed how arrogant, self-centered, and unkind she is. I was unprotected and I was thrown into a shitty situation with little support. My spirit said to run as fast as you effing can, and I'm so grateful I trusted my gut. I felt gaslit and was deeply hurt. Not protected and was... Man, listen. Reading these reports made me realize how dangerous of a situation it was. This kind of abuse of power happens too far too often. Much love and support to the dancers. This is... I like to give everybody the benefit of the doubt, even though, you know, me as a black man, we're not given that. These are right now speculation and allegations. These are allegations that Lizzo is going to have to stand in front of and get out in front of and speak to. Lizzo, I said, has been a vanguard. She has been the one beating on her chest saying, I'll take the lumps and the bumps for the big women. And she's been doing it loud and proud. But these allegations now with fat shaming, putting women in positions that they really wouldn't want to do, creating a toxic work environment. We all remember Lizzo for coming out, you know, to the Lakers game with, you know, the thong on and the big cheeks hanging out, twerking on, you know, church videos and all kinds of stuff. She did a lot of things, you know, to gaslight her career because, you know, any propaganda, whether good or bad, is good. Just being in the news is good, and this is what she capitalized on. I believe that she's a very talented performer, but we're living in a day and age where there's no more morals. The morals are gone. They've been eroded, and people like Lizzo have been able to capitalize off of this type of all-inclusive society that's going on now. She's going to have to speak to these issues. These young girls have a lawsuit alleging. It was alleged that these girls were fired when they finally stood up to Lizzo. But all of that will come out. I'm reporting now what's being reported. When more come out, we'll report more. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Lizzo. And remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.